Hi people, you got to see this new video which is out. It's saying that the Obamacare exchanges are failing to enroll uninsured people because Obamacare is expanding into Medicaid. And anyways, the government is announcing a figure of 4 million people have been enrolled. And this guy here, he's a reporter at the Washington Free Beacon, Lachlan, Markay. He says that there's been a very good study that just came out that said that it's only 200,000. So what the figure of 4 million, which the government is touting, is actually 200,000. There's just 5% of what they're saying. So Obamacare is really a train wreck. And what's interesting is that these things are coming out right now. This Obamacare is a train wreck, and it's happening right in front of our eyes right now. So it's clear. And what's particularly bad for Obama and his government is that they're trying to hide this. They're doing this lie. 4 million, saying 4 million people. It's that they're lying. These guys are lying about what they've done. And if you're lying about something you did, it's because you can't say okay, I'll repair it. I confess my mistake and I'll repair my mistakes. If they're lying, it means that it's so bad that there's nothing they can do about it. So these guys are really caught in their mistake. Apparently, the website is beyond repair. There's a guy who, the last article I did is about this guy who's a professional hacker. He worked for the NSA and he worked for the Marines, and he's a professional hacker. And he goes in and he hacks websites to see if if they're protected or not, if they have good security. And so he says the Obamacare website has no security at all. So it's really badly done. These guys with Obama, the radical ultra leftists, they're really beneath everything. They're not capable of understanding how a website works. They just can't do this whole thing. This whole thing with Obamacare is just too complicated for these guys. These guys thought that being president of the United States, they had so much hatred for the traditional presidents of all the previous presidents. These leftists are arrogant. They say, oh well, I can do, I can be president of the United States. I can make a new health care. They thought like the French healthcare system is very good, they say, and they think that the French, so they think that Americans are so intelligent, so they can just do the French, they can just decide to do the French medical system. But the French medical system is the very traditional, old-fashioned medical system, and it's the medical system that went back to before the French Revolution, when the priests and the nuns had these hospitals, and they would provide free health care for poor people, and they provided traditionally places for people to die. Places to die with just simple beds, and then they'd give them some bread and some water, so that they could just die on some cots, or even they just put a blanket on the ground, or just some hay, and so the poor people could just come to die there. And then they had deluxe dying places, and this has existed in Europe since the Middle Ages. It's been there since ages and ages. I mean, even you go back to the time of the Romans, probably there were some kind of institutions for people to. So you can't come along like a new civilization like Americans, 200 years old, which was based on farmers and people living off the land, and basically just harvesting nature most of the time. Going out and hunting in the woods, and you can't just come in and say, okay, well, I'm gonna create a healthcare system which is copied on the healthcare system which goes back to the Romans. in Europe. So it just doesn't. So these ultra leftist guys have been reading too much Che Guevara and Raul Castro, and that's not how things work. That's not how you got to be intelligent to help people. These ultra leftists have read Che Guevara, and Che Guevara doesn't help people. He takes a machine gun and walks into the president's office with a big cigar in his mouth, and he shoots everybody. He doesn't go out and help people like with health care. So I mean, there's just some mistake here. There's a misunderstanding. These ultra leftist Che Guevarists with Obama, they. I mean, if these guys honestly thought that their mission in life was to help people, I mean, they should not have set their sights on becoming president of the United States and making a new healthcare system, because that's way beyond their competence. These guys are completely out of their depth. Okay, this is getting better, people. Article by article is getting better every day.